Okay, this is section 1.7. I can graph single variable inequalities. So we're going to start with items like x is less than 4. And they're going to have you recognize it or find it from a different way. Another way to think of it is this is everything that's less than everything that's 3, 2, 1, etc. to the left of 4. In other words, anything. Negative infinity, 4. That's another way to write the same thing. And this is called unbounded because it has that negative infinity. Or the actual graph, here's the number 4. It cannot equal 4, but it includes anything to the left of it. That's the graphing. Unbounded because, see, it keeps on going and going and going. Here's another one. X is greater than or equal to 8. This means we start at 8 and go to the right forever. But it can equal 8, so you do this type of marking instead of this. And the graph looks like 8 that it can equal, so it's solid and then filled in. Okay, inequality rules. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, flip the sign. Otherwise, you solve them just like any equality. But if you multiply or divide, then a less than becomes a greater than, or greater than becomes a less than. That's the only difference between inequalities solution and inequalities solution. We also need to look at absolute value rules. So, if we have the absolute value of anything less than a, or as an example, it ends up negative a less than anything less than positive a. In other words, if this were x less than 5, that translates negative 5 less than x less than positive 5. Or graphed, it can't equal negative 5. It can't equal positive 5. But it's anything in between. The other rule, greater than. This rule becomes u less than or equal to negative a, or u greater than or equal to positive a. So if we had absolute value of x plus 2 greater than 3, then we would do x plus 2 less than a negative 3, or x plus 2 greater than or equal to positive 3. And then we work it out because it's an equalities and inequalities work out the same way. So subtract 2. Same way with this problem. So this is x is less than negative 5. I think I lost the equal. And x is greater than or equal to 1. So on a graph, that looks like 1, negative 5, less than. So the answer ends up somewhere in here or in here. That's the, and this, another way to say this, I went back the other way. Negative 5, it's everything in between there. It can't equal them. And this is bounded. There's no infinity. It's got a boundary. This is unbounded. Okay, I think that's everything you need for this section.